So I got a mercury dime, some foil, and a nail. I also have the Simplex, the Equinox, and the Deus with the 11-inch coils on them. And I'm going to mask that dime right there with these two different subjects here. And I also have the 5x9 SP24 coil on it. There's a lot of fanboys out there of the Equinox, a lot of fanboys out there with the Deus, and a lot of fanboys with the Simplex. I'm not a fanboy. I like each one of these machines for different purposes, right? But the Simplex, you can already see what's going to happen in this video, right? These high-end machines have so many settings, right? It just takes a long time to learn what the settings do, how they interact with each other. With the Simplex, it's so freaking easy to learn, right? I know dozens and dozens and dozens of people who've gotten a Simplex and just killing it. Personally, I know those people, and they're just killing it with the Simplex, right? You look at my videos in the past, I have 2,800 hours of use on the Simplex. Hundreds of silvers. Look at my channel, go back about a year. Hundreds of silvers with that Simplex, live digs. The Equinox, 00, right? 1,000 hours with the Equinox. With the Deus, I have 4 silvers, right? I have 1,500 hours on the Deus, right? It's all matters if you can really get over that target and if you're in the right mode and whatnot. But with the Simplex, it's so freaking simple, right? You don't have the recovery speed and the iron bias and the discrimination and all that stuff to worry about, right? And I'm going to tell you, the new Nokta Legend, if it does have a pinpoint button on it, just like the Simplex when it came out, that pinpoint button really doesn't, I mean, I'm not really fanboy of pinpoint buttons on machines. You should be able to pinpoint that target. You should be able to pinpoint that tone, not with the pinpoint button. With the Simplex, their first update of the Simplex actually used that pinpoint button as a mute button because it gets so much EMI when you turn on your pinpointers, right? There's only so much they can do in lab testing, you know, and using different pinpointers, you know, different brands of pinpointers with their products. But I think the Nokta Legend should have a Simplex button on it, right? I think their first update, that pinpoint button should be the Simplex button, right? Just push the pinpoint button and you got a Simplex right there, right? No freaking trying to dial in your machine. A simple setting, right? But I'll show you why that Nokta Legend needs a Simplex button right here, right? And I haven't used a Nokta Legend yet. I'm gonna mask that dime right there with that foil. Right. Factory default. Park 1. Show you what that sounds like. Just the foil alone. Read up really low. It's getting some high tones on, a little bit of mid tones on it. Right. Let's try Park 2, factory preset right here. Okay. Getting high tones on it, low numbers. But there's a reason why it's in high tones. There's a reason why it's giving me high tones, because it's in 2-tone, right? It's going to give me a high tone on that foil. Right? Here's 5-tone right here. Multi-frequency, right? Now I'll go back to Park 1, 4 kilohertz. It'll spank it right out, right? But 4 kilohertz is going to give you high tones on anything, no matter what. I'll just go like this. Just right. Factory preset, right? Let's go back to factory preset here. Right there. Multi-frequency, right here. Right. There's so much to learn on these machines, right? What's going to hit what, right? Which shedding is going to hit which targets you're going for. You know, these higher end machines, really you can dial them in and you can hit on these targets, but why need to push all those buttons? If you want to get silver, just use the Simplex, right? Here's basic program right here, stock preset basic program there. 2-tone machine, right? 2-tone operation there. Another 2-tone there. 3-tone Deus fast. No high tones on it, right? A little. I can't pinpoint even that foil up there. Pitch tones. It's only hitting that foil there because it's pitch tones, right? Another 2-tone Gold Max program, another 2-tone program. And what's funny is this program, the Gold Max Power and the Gold Max and the Gold GM Power are 2 other machines that XP has released in the past, and they actually sell them to this day. With the Simplex or with the Legend, if they had that Simplex button, that would be kind of like the same thing, right? The Simplex button on the Legend, man. That's what it needs, right? Deep program right here. This is another 2-tone program, right? It's just hitting the foil, right? It's reading the 71. I'm not really 71. I mean, it's hitting it actually pretty good there, right? If you go over to the foil here, you take that dime out of there. It's just a 2-tone program, so it's hitting the dime, but I can't tell this dime in there unless I'm looking at the machine. Getting a lot of EMI, see? A lot of EMI. 2-tone machine, right? Wet beach, I'm just gonna skip all these other ones. Hot program right here. It's giving me a low tone, right? That foil's giving me a low tone. That's what the dime sounds like, all right? You guys have already seen that nail test with the Equinox and the Deus. Stock program, high tones, 50s, 52. I'll show you what the foil sounds like, right? Show you what the foil sounds like. 19, 20, right? There's no freaking brain that's needed with the Simplex, right? Right? Just spanking it right out. Here's part 1 right here. '50s, right? Actually, I'll even go over to beach mode here. I'll try beach mode. 60s, 50s, right? Try that foil. 17, 18, right? This is 277. All right. 30s, zeros. That was Park 2, this Park 1. It's going to struggle on the foil, right? Watch this nail. I'll go this way, right there. None of my machines hit that down the barrel, right? Just no way, right? No way. You got to swing the Simplex just at the right speed, right? If you swing it too fast or too slow, it's not going to hit it, right? It's just that fine balance of just swinging it just the right speed, right? And I'll show you that nail. It's not falsing on that nail. Not too bad. Right? Right? I'll move this over just a little bit so it's right on top of it, right? Crazy. Just absolutely crazy, right? We tried the Equinox again on this nail target right here. Multi-frequency. Preset program. Factory preset, right? It's hit that one way. Park 2, factory preset. It's not faulting on that nail either. It's hitting it. Now go to 4 kilohertz. Here. Spank it right out. Right. But if you use 4 kilohertz with the Equinox, you're gonna be digging up a lot of junk, man. I'm telling you. That 4 kilohertz, I don't know what they were thinking with that. It just becomes really unstable. It falls on my soils there. But the Equinox and the Simplex are about as deep. I would say that they're about comparable with depth out in the field, right? In this test here, the Simplex just seems to always perform very well in the test garden. But once I get it out into the real world environment, you know, I get a lot of EMI. I can still drop the gain down a lot, and it'll still hit that. I can hit that dime at 2 bars gain on the Simplex. With my other machines, I really can't do much with the sensitivity to make it perform a lot better. But there's really no need to drop the gain down on the Simplex. You know, really, if you put it in beach mode, it'll get rid of some of that EMI. But you know, the more and more I test the Simplex out, I realize it is a very good machine in the test garden, and it really spanks the doors off of all my detectors. And what the Legend needs is a Simplex button on it, right? For, you know, just that added feature. You know, that would be a really cool feature on the Legend, to have a Simplex button on it, right? That's my idea. Right? Don't anybody steal that from me. That was my idea. You saw that first on Paystreak Superfreak. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.